Now, wrapping up our reports here in the West Coast, we go to Nevada, where Governor Steve Sisolak issues Emergency Directive 027, that is the elevated disease transmission criteria. For more, we have our Bureau Chief, Anna Cui, with the details. Anna?
Thank you, Alfred. Now, according to a recent press release, Nevada Governor Steve Sisolak announced that certain businesses where people tend to gather for long periods of time, such as bars, taverns, pubs, and wineries, in some Nevada counties, it was actually ordered to close already as of 11:59 p.m. Friday, July 10th. And this is to help slow down the spread of COVID-19 here in Nevada. As you know, Alfred, many of the states have increasing numbers of new cases, and Nevada is one of them. We are now at 8% positivity rate compared to 6.6% 2 weeks ago, and that's according to the COVID tracking project. And, Alfred, the governor is following through with his warning that he gave about 2 weeks ago when he issued the mandate for everyone to wear face coverings when out in public. He stated then that he will not hesitate to take swift actions should our numbers continue to worsen, and unfortunately it has. But because Nevada, as other states, is comprised of 17 counties, and each county has been impacted by COVID-19 differently, the Nevada Health Response Team, which works closely in collaboration with the Governor's Office, Department of Health and Human Services, and Division of Emergency Management, has created a county tracker that will help in assessing each county for elevated disease transmission. So what are the criteria? Well, keep in mind that these numbers are calculated per 100,000 to control for varying populations of each county. Number one, average number of tests per day. Now, this is the total number of tests over 14 days from the previous week. If the county has less than 150, then they meet this risk criteria. Number two of the criteria is the case rate. So this is the number of positive cases over a 14-day period, over a 2-week period. And if the county has more than 100, then they meet that risk criteria. Lastly, number three is the case rate of more than 25 and testing positive of more than 7% over a 7-day period. They will meet this risk criteria. So counties that meet two of the three criteria are then considered having an elevated disease transmission. And sadly, Las Vegas falls into Clark County, and we are on that list. What happens to those that's on that list? Well, they will be subject to the restrictions outlined in Directive 27, which states, as I mentioned earlier, that bars, pubs, taverns, and similar establishments not licensed to serve food will be closed until further notice at this time. The governor stated they can go back to curbside pickup or home delivery, but no longer allowed to have patrons in the premises. So this is similar to, phase one. Restaurants with bar top areas can remain open, but must close their bar areas. Now, in addition, Governor Sisolak added that all restaurants and similar businesses licensed to serve food may not seat parties larger than 6 people, indoors or outdoors. And while this directive does not prohibit indoor dining, the governor strongly encourages all food establishments to promote outdoor dining as much as possible. Now, Alfred, I know Las Vegas, Las Vegas temperature is climbing here as well. So that's going to be a real challenge. Like today, we had a high of 114 degrees Fahrenheit, which is equivalent to 45 degrees Celsius. Now, due to the ever-evolving nature of this virus, Governor Sisolak and his team will continue to monitor, especially our hospital capacity. And, based on new information, he did mention that they may change the criteria based in the best interest of public health. In Las Vegas and Naqui, Eagle News, we live in interesting times. Back to you, Alfred.
Mahalo, and it sounds like the entire state is going back to phase one. Is that where the state government is planning on going to?
Well, that is what most of the people like. Today I was out and about the last couple of days actually, and I hear people, hey, did you hear we're back in phase one? So not exactly. The whole state is not back in phase one. Those restrictions are similar to when we were in phase one. So that's why a lot of people heard phase one and they just assumed that now Nevada is back to phase one. But no, we're still in phase two technically.
That's good to know, and hang in there. Anna, we'd like to always over here like to know what's going on there in Hawaii's 9th Island. You stay safe, you and your family there, please. Thank you again.